LeEco, formerly known as LeTV, launched two smartphones on Jan 20th. The first one being LeMax, the company's flagship from 2015, and the second one being Le1S, the company's disruptive budget offering for the Indian market. In this video, let's take a complete look at the company's flagship, the LeMax. Alright, now that we are done with the fancy video editing part, let's start off with the design and build quality. It's got an all-metal unibody design with a subtle curve at the back, chamfered edges and flat sides to provide ample grip of this rather large device. Yes, it's a fairly large device for the Indian consumer, but the design and engineering is such that even a guy with small palms can easily grasp and access most parts of the device with just one hand. But the one-hand usage is limited when it comes to typing and accessing multiple features at the same time. Apart from that, every nook and corner of this device is crafted to perfection. Heck, even the buttons are made up of quality metal and provide great tactile feedback. Speaking of the buttons, you have the power button to the right and the volume rocker and alert slider on the left side of the device. LeMax's design and build quality is definitely on par or well above certain flagships that released last year. With this build quality, I'm sure that the device will last a long time. My only negative point is, they've kinda come late to the party. Anyways, coming to the verdict on build quality, I'm a kind of guy who likes my content on large, clear and crisp displays. The LeMax fits in my palm, fits in my pocket, and also provides great multimedia experience. So I'm not really complaining. But for some, the size might be an issue, so choose wisely. So subjective to my opinion, the LeEco LeMax scores an impressive score of 9 out of 10 when it comes to design and build quality. Moving on to performance, the LeMax is a beast. It's powered by the Snapdragon 810 processor coupled with 4GB of RAM, Adreno 430 GPU, and backing all this up is a 3400 mAh battery pack. LeMax blasted everything we threw at it, be it high-end games, benchmarks, or even the overheating check. I've made a dedicated video depicting all these feats achieved by LeMax. Click on the card to check that video. When it comes to software end of things, the device runs Android 5.0.2 Lollipop with custom UI called EUI. It's the company's offering into its vast ecosystem of multimedia. In India, LeEco is offering a whole year of subscription with Eros International and EReviews along with their devices. A whole year of subscription is a pretty big deal, meaning you'll never miss out on latest movies or your favorite TV series. EUI is similar to any Asian UI. It does not have an app drawer and hence you will have to put in that little effort to make your home screens neat and tidy. EUI is fluidic and responsive most of the times, but there is that occasional lag or stutter that gets on your nerves. But it's nothing a software update can't fix. Speaking of software updates, LeEco has promised Marshmallow updates for both their devices by the end of April. It'll be interesting to see how LeEco goes about updating their devices in India. Coming back to EUI, this is what I like. The recent apps and notification toggles have been combined to form the control center. It's a new take on Android skins and it's very functional. Every setting or feature you need is available in the control center and it can be customized or rearranged to your liking. Keep using EUI and it'll definitely grow on you. Now coming to the battery, given the specifications, you'd think that the 3400 mAh battery is a bit insufficient. Well, guess what? I thought the same, but the LeMax surprised me. With my usage, and trust me, I'm a power user, I got an average screen on time of a little over 4 hours. A smartphone with 6.3 Quad HD display and those powerful internals, I think it's a respectable time frame. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And also the device sports a Type-C connector which does support Qualcomm's fast charging 2.0, which is again a plus point. But if you're desperate for that extra bit of juice, there's a battery saver mode under settings and it does work. It gives you anywhere between 10 to 15% extra bit of usage at the end of the day. Now coming to the cameras, well, that expression says it all. The cameras on this device are absolutely amazing. The 21 megapixel rear facing camera produces some stunning images. Provided proper lighting conditions, the camera can produce DSLR-like images with ample amount of detail and color accuracy. The amount of exposure, saturation and color reproduction are all spot on. There's very little processing that goes on in the background that makes images look very natural. Now the camera setup is also capable of producing 4K video. Here is a sample. The optical image stabilization does a decent job when it comes to assisting in videography and providing non-shaky images. Well, now here is a 4K footage from inside a rather dark auditorium. As you can see, there's only a very small amount of noise. Again, the camera performing exceptionally well under low light conditions. The shutter speed is blazing fast, so you'd never miss that moment or the perfect shot. The camera application is very simple and very iOS-like. You just have to scroll to access different options, and it also provides manual control over ISO, exposure, white balance, etc. to get that image in your preferences. So this is a video shot through the 4 ultra-pixel front-facing camera, which is being shot at 1080p. Yep, the front-facing camera is capable of shooting at 1080p, which is a rarity in the market these days. You should also know that this is the same camera setup used on the HTC One M8 as the primary camera. There is a bit of processing that goes on in the background that makes a few parts of the video a bit softened, but hey, this is one of the best outputs you can get through a front-facing camera, so I don't really want to nitpick. Also, this is the audio from the onboard mics, very crisp and clear, so if you Skype or vlog a lot like me, I don't really see a better setup than this. So overall, an awesome experience with both the cameras on the LeMax. The cameras on this device will definitely satisfy a shutterbug and a selfie freak at the same time. So coming to the verdict on performance, the LeEco LeMax is a great performer. But there are rough edges in the software that needs to be rounded off, and I really hope that LeEco goes about doing this at the earliest for the great user experience. So from my end, the LeEco LeMax gets an impressive 8 out of 10 when it comes to performance. So that gives it an overall score of 17 out of 20. So you can say that the LeEco LeMax has lived up to its name as a flagship. Now coming to the pricing and availability, the LeMax is exclusively available on Flipkart with a price tag of 32,999 rupees. But if you have an access card, you get 10% off, leaving the price at 29,999 rupees. I'll leave a direct link to the product in the description. Please use the link if you'd like to help the channel out. With that price to performance ratio, the LeMax seems to be a very good deal. But it does face some stiff competition from Moto X-Style and the Nexus 6P when it comes to software and stability. But if multimedia is your top priority, then you should probably pick up the LeMax. So that wraps up the full review of the LeEco LeMax. If you have any queries or if I've missed out any important points, please feel free to ask them in the comment sections below. I will definitely answer them. Alright guys, so that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Also like EReviews on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for some good tech information and fun giveaways. This is Santosh signing off for EReviews. You guys have a great day.